And in the final verse of our passage that we're looking at today, the author really puts the last nail in the coffin of those kinds of false teachings. So he's just quoted the New Covenant prophecy from Jeremiah, ending with, I will remember their sins and their lawless deeds no more, right? There is eternal forgiveness under the new covenant for those who have placed their faith in Jesus, because the person and work of Christ is both how and why God remembers our sins no more. And that doesn't mean God is unable to mentally recall our sin. No, the idea of remember, in Hebrew, the word is zakar, means something much deeper than that in this context. It means God will not hold our sins against us. They're not stored as part of our permanent record, right? The blood of Christ has purified us, and our sins have been utterly and completely forgiven. And so the author sums up what this means in verse 18. Where there is forgiveness of these, there is no longer any offering for sin. Because of the eternal forgiveness offered by our eternal high priest, Jesus, sacrifice for sin is no longer necessary. The old covenant animal sacrifices have come to an end. And Christ's new covenant sacrifice for our sins was once for all, ephapax. One time, never to be repeated. There are no more sin sacrifices. There's no longer any need. Why? Because the single sacrifice of Christ was sufficient to cover all sins, past, present, and future. And to suggest that at some point in the future, sin sacrifices will resume in some form or fashion, well, that would be like, as the author of Hebrews put it in chapter 6, nailing Jesus to the cross and holding him up to public shame all over again.